Hello, guys, and welcome back to Earle Sports Bets. I'm Timothy Earle. Today we have the Earle Sports Bet Show. Just me riding solo. Figured small slate today, not that many games. We got 4 in the NBA, 3 in hockey. We got 1 college basketball game that we'll go over, but not really much going on for today. I actually forgot to put in my plays for today, which is just fantastic. Um, but yeah, we got a decent sized slate today. I know I'm gonna have 3 plays in the NBA. Nick will have his hockey plays. I'll go over the hockey slate as much as I can with you guys. So do that. We're gonna go ahead and break all that stuff down. Let me go and type up my plays real quick that I know I have, and then we'll go ahead and jump into everything. I guess this could be a good time for me to say, if you guys are new to the channel, like, comment, subscribe, share, do all that good stuff. We appreciate all the support. Check out all the links in the description below: Twitch, Twitter, Instagram, Discord, Facebook, Picks and Parleys, Premium Plays, and our merch, all linked down below. And we'll go ahead and get into it in just a second. Sorry, I forgot to type up my plays. And it's just me, so that should be good for right now. And then Nick's plays. Oh, wow, he's got like nothing. He's got this. Hockey. He's got the same totals as I do. Sounds good. All right, we'll go ahead and start jumping into the slate for today. We get to start off in college basketball to start it off, and this is the game that everybody wants to know about. Number 1, Gonzaga. Number 2, UCLA for this one. It opened up at like a 5.5. I see some 7s. And if 7s are the case, I'm going to actually put money on this game. Gonzaga and UCLA both starting off the year 5-0. 6.5 is the current spread on most books. Total of 154.5. I would lean towards UCLA. If I'm getting a lot of points like that, that's kind of a UCLA spot right there. I don't think that Gonzaga necessarily blows out UCLA. I think this one remains closer than people think. We have this one around a 3-point game, and the fact that it keeps getting spread out more and more. Keep in mind, this one's going to be the line that is the sharpest throughout the day. So if you guys are wanting to bet this big game, it's going to be the toughest one to bet today. So if anything for me in this one, I'm going to be on UCLA. If I can get up to 7, I think that would end up being a play. But for right now, I'm going to be going with UCLA plus 6.5. If 7's the thing, I'll actually put money on it. Right now, it'll just be a lean towards UCLA in this one. Good morning. I'm Tim, but okay. You got UCLA plus 8. That is really. I'm gonna check it on the Picks and Parleys site to see which books have it and what they all have. Yeah, I see some 7s. I see some 7s. I'm grabbing UCLA. Can actually making a live bet right now. I didn't have it last night just because I didn't see enough value. Once it hit 7, yep, I'm all over. I'll end up putting it up on the site after the show. I'm on UCLA. So let's go. Good morning. You got, yeah, I see 7. Yeah, I just got 7. Well, they're plus 7, but yeah, I just got it 7. You confused him with hearing my hat backwards. Sorry. There we go. Yeah, all good. Yeah, all good. You buy points, you'd buy up to 10 plus. Hey, personally, I try not to buy points. That's where I try to beat line movements, but I don't mind it. If the thing is with favorites, if I would like Gonzaga today minus the 7, I'm not going to buy down points. If I think they're going to win by 7, I think they're going to win by 20. And then same deal with dogs. Right now, if I wanted UCLA, I would buy. I would get the plus 7, but I wouldn't buy any more points because I'm thinking, hey, if I'm grabbing a dog, they're going to win straight up. But yeah, I'm on UCLA now. Officially, I'll be putting it up as a free pick up on the site in a little bit. But that is the college basketball game that we're going to go over. If you guys have any questions about any other ones, I have the lines all up on my monitor. So if anybody wants to know any of the other games, me and Nick have about 12 of those games up on the site. So if you guys are interested, plus a couple free ones up on the site as well. So check those on out. These Cowboys going to stink it up on Thanksgiving with all these injuries. I haven't really looked at those games yet. I know that we'll probably on Dallas on Thanksgiving, but we'll see. We'll go ahead and jump into the realm of the NBA. Small slate, only 4 games in the NBA for today. We'll go ahead and start off with the Miami Heat at the Detroit Pistons. Heat are a 10-point favorite of this one, total of 208 in this game. It's actually looked like it's dropped down to 207 in some books. And for this one, yikes. 10-6 start for Miami. 4-12 for the Pistons. 2-7 for the Pistons at home. But we're not really too worried about the sides for this one because this is weird. I'm going to bet another over in the NBA. I'm going to go over the 208 in this one. I have this line projected pretty higher. I got it like 214. So the fact that it's this low, plus we've seen Detroit put up a bunch of points lately. They put out there was a 237 game in the Laker game, 207 in that Golden State, but 136, 148. So they've had 3 games in their last 5 games go over the 130 mark. I think that we can at least get 104 points each. Miami has also been trending over this year. They're 10-7 to the over this year. So one of the stronger over teams, Miami Heat. I think this one goes over the 208. I think it's just not enough points on that mark. You hit your 5-teamer team basketball NBA college teaser last night. 0.2 to win a dollar unit. Nice. That's what I forgot to do. I forgot to recap last night. In between the NBA and NHL slate, I'll go ahead and recap everything from last night. I just forgot to do that. He got a fully healthy squad. No Kelly Olynyk for the Pistons. That is correct. So I'm expecting a higher scoring game in that one. But we'll go ahead and move on to the next game. We get the Los Angeles Lakers in New York taking on the Knicks. This one's actually moved since last night. The Knicks are now a 4.5, on some books 5-point favorite in this game. Opened up at 3 last night. Total of 213. The big storyline in this one, LeBron James' suspension after his altercation with Isaiah Stewart in that Detroit game. He'll be out tonight. Other than that, everybody else should be good to go in this game. Lakers 9-9 to start off the year, 9-8 for the Knicks, and this is probably going to be the public play. 100% probably going to be the public play, and I'm going to be running with the public today. I'm on the Knicks. I cannot. We've seen how this Laker team plays without LeBron, and that's not a team that I want to bet on. So for this one, I'm grabbing the Knicks. I got them all the way. I would take them all the way up to 5.5. I think they win by 9+ in this game at home. I think the Knicks get the job done versus a LeBron-less Laker team. Back to the chat. I don't know. I really, we've seen how this Laker team plays without him, and the Knicks. I think the Knicks are a good enough team that they could beat a LeBron-less Lakers. But that's I got the Knicks in that one. This one will actually be the only game I do not have a play in. The Denver Nuggets are going into Portland to take on the Blazers. 6 points favorites are the Blazers. Total of 213.5. Nuggets 9-8, but they've really been struggling ever since Michael Porter went out. They just have not been the same, and he's going to be out for a little while with that back injury. This team just their bench has just not been doing everything that they would hope they would be doing. Plus, looking at Portland side, 9-8 start for Portland, 8-1 at home. It's a hard one to back away from. It would be lean towards the Trailblazers at -6. I only have them as 3-point favorites though, or 7-point favorites. Sorry. So there's not really much value on this line. And then for the total, I'd lean over. I have this one around a 215.5. So no real value on this game. But so this one will be the only one that I will not be betting today. Last game of the NBA slate, we get the Dallas Mavericks and the Los Angeles Clippers. 5.5-point spread in this one. Favorites are the Clippers. 209 is now the total. I can see some 210s in some books as well. Luka remains questionable with that ankle injury, so that's something that we're going to have to keep an eye on for. But I like the under. Looking at these two teams, they are not high-scoring teams. Clippers have been going under a bunch lately, and the Mavericks, they're very hit or miss. They're a good defensive team, but their offense, especially without Luka, struggles. And that's one thing that the Mavericks do need to fix if they really want to make a good playoff run this year is maybe getting another shooter and somebody that can score. I like the under in this game. I have this one around a 202, 203-ish, so a little bit of value there. I'm thinking that this one's going to be a low-scoring game. Maybe the Clippers get into 100 points, but I really don't. I could see this one ending a 98 to 89 type game where it's just very low-scoring. So I'm taking the under 209 between the Dallas Mavericks and the Los Angeles Clippers. Yep, you're right, Tim. Knicks minus him. Yep. Blazers torched the Nuggets after getting deep fried by the Suns last night. Who played this? Did Portland play the Suns last? No, Suns played the Spurs last night. Nuggets played them 2 nights ago, but it happens. No Luka tonight. Well, Luka is still questionable, so he's not considered out yet. Clip show. If Luka is out, then that just makes me like my under even more. But that's all the NBA games. We'll jump into NHL in just a minute. I forgot to do the recap from last night. So quickly to recap last night's slate. Solid day. Really good day for us. Mostly college basketball, but Nick's NHL plays up on the site went 1-1. Unfortunately, lost a little bit of the juice. He had Carolina at the -150. He also had Nashville last night, so 1-1, but he was down about half a unit. Nothing crazy. For the NBA, I went 3-3. Losers from Phoenix -5.5. It happens. That one should have been a winner. Phoenix was up big. Ended up only winning by 4. Oklahoma City and Atlanta. That one went over 26 seconds to go. It was kind of a blowout, so that kind of really sucked. Washington Wizards -3.5 was also a loser last night. Nothing I could do with that one. I did get winners from the Philadelphia 76ers. I was all over that one. Figured no coach or a new coach for the Kings. Haven't playing good at all anyways. It kind of worked. And I had the under in that Houston-Boston game, under in that Minnesota and New Orleans game. Both of them sailed way under total. 3-3 day there. As for the college basketball, and me and Nick remain hot in college basketball this year. We are, what was the leaderboards at? 107-73 this year, up 27 units to start off the college basketball season. We'll go ahead and bring this up just to be able to show you guys because we're kind of happy with it. Bada bing, bada boom, 107-73. So if you guys are interested in that, we do have a couple of college basketball packages up on the site. Also doing pretty well on the other things, so that's kind of nice. Last night was a 16-9 college basketball night. We'll go over the losers first. We had the under in the Duke game, under in the Zaga game. I figured the other teams, so Citadel and CMU wouldn't be scoring that much. I figured the Duke and Gonzaga would. I did not think that the CMU and Citadel would put up as many points as they did. Those were losers. Akron -10, lost straight up. Seton Hall +1, lost on a last-second buzzer beater. The over in that Akron game was a loser. The over in the Utah Valley game was a loser. Over in the Murray State game was a loser. Mount St. Mary's and Ohio over was a loser. And then the Bellarmine and UCLA over was also a loser. But plenty of winners last night. LSU -5.5. Iowa -27. Wyoming +5.5. The Drexel game over was a winner. Cincinnati under. Troy over. App State over. LSU under. Long Beach State over. UL Monroe -4.5. Morgan State +24.5. The under in that Coppin State Cleveland State game. The over in the Georgia Tech. Eastern Kentucky -12.5. Winthrop and Washington State over, and then the University of Missouri, Kansas City, and Idaho State all over. That one went over as well. 16-9 overall, a 20-13 day in 20 and 13 day across the site last night. So really, really good there. You're thinking Lightning, Oilers, and Flames. We'll go over that in just a minute. Yes, we've been killing it. So yeah, just we always like to go with transparency and just if we're doing bad, we'll let you know that we're doing bad. Like 1-11 for football this weekend. 1-6, 1-5 in NFL, 0-5 in college football. We'll be transparent with you guys whether or not we did good or not. So always try to do that. We do have 3 hockey games. Obviously, I'm not the hockey guy, so I'm going to try to do these the best that I can. And try to go off of what Nick's plays are. So we're going to try to work out that way. And maybe it leans for myself as well. I did try to cap these, so we'll see. We get the Philadelphia Flyers at the Tampa Bay Lightning in the first game. Tampa around a 160, 165 favorite. Total of 5.5. Philadelphia 8-5-1-2. Tampa Bay 10-4-2-1 this year. And for me, if I had to go somewhere, which I'll bet Nick's plays from time to time. Like I'll bet Nick's plays today. I normally don't bet hockey that often. If I had to go and bet something on this game, I would look towards the over, even though it is Carter Hart and Andrei Vasilevsky in goal tonight. The 5.5. I think that Tampa Bay jumps out to a quick start. I think they get 2 to 3 goals in the first period alone. And I think the Flyers have to come back. I think this one just goes crazy from there. I think this one can end up being a 5-3 type game. So I would lean towards the over. But for Nick is on the Lightning. He grabbed him at -160. It's a little bit high for my standards. I'll still end up betting it today because I'm going to just back Nick's plays. But Nick is going to be going after the Tampa Bay Lightning at -160 against the Philadelphia Flyers. We'll go ahead and run through these 3 games, and then I'll go back to the chat in just a minute. We'll go ahead and move on to this one. The Edmonton Oilers are in Dallas facing off against the Stars. Stars are around a 105, 115 favorite, 110, 115 favorite, depending on the book. Total of 6 in this game. Edmonton 13-4 this year, 7-7, 1-1 for the Dallas Stars. And this line is very, very fishy because Edmonton's been one of the best teams in the league, and they're an underdog against Dallas, who is under 500 this year. It just doesn't make sense, which makes the Dallas Stars a very, very appealing play. I know it sounds crazy, but a lot of people are going to see, Edmonton, 13-4, one of the best teams in hockey, and they're a pick 'em? Yeah, we'll go ahead and grab the Dallas Stars for this one. I think it's just a fishy line. Nick is on the Stars for this one, so I do like that. I think this is just a trap spot where a lot of people are seeing Edmonton pick 'em. We're going to go with the Dallas Stars for tonight's game between Edmonton and Dallas. Final game of the hockey slate, Chicago Blackhawks, Calgary Flames, and sorry about that. Chicago Blackhawks, Calgary Flames. Chicago 6-10-2 this year. 5-3, 11-3-5 for Calgary. Calgary's about a 120 favorite in this game, total of 5.5. And this Chicago team remains to be a struggle bus for them. Not a good season for them. But on the other side, Calgary has been one of the hottest teams in hockey. They've won 4 out of their last 5 games. Their last loss came in overtime versus Philadelphia. And they're finally home for the first time. I think they just finished a 7-game road trip or something in that nature. I would lean towards Calgary. They're finally home against a bad Blackhawks team. I would be, if anything for me, it'd have to be the puck line because I'm not laying a minus 220. But it would be a lean towards Calgary in this game. I just do not like the Blackhawks, and they're not good on the road. 2-6-1 on the road. So this one would be a Calgary puck line or nothing play, but it's going to be a nothing play. We'll have the first 2 games, but nothing from this final one. We'll go ahead and go on it. Duke and LSU on my teaser. Sounds good. LSU is definitely an easy winner. So what props you like today? I don't really have any. I don't really bet player props, so I really don't have any player props for basketball, and I don't know the hockey players, so that works. Tim talking hockey. Yes, I'm talking hockey, Nick. Minus 165, not too juiced. Agreed. For me, it's about a 150. 150 is about my max, so for me, that's a little bit too much juice, but it's whatever. If anything, I'll probably just grab Tampa Bay in regulation and call it a day. Today, you like UC Davis, Mercer over in the Gonzaga game, and Wisconsin Milwaukee. Let's go ahead and check through these. UC Davis is a late game. We personally have no value on that game. We have it lined around. I just clicked off of it. 8.5 point favorites for UC Davis and a total of 140. So I don't know where that would lean. Let me go pull up things just so I can go over all these games with you. UC Davis. It's an 8-point game with now it's a 135. So it would be a lean towards the over, and I guess a lean towards UC Davis, but nothing crazy. Mercer. I feel like I have something in that Mercer game. I could be wrong though. Yeah, no, I don't have anything in that Mercer game. We have it around a 6-point favorite for Mercer, total of 148. And so, let's see, Mercer. That's currently a 6.5. So yeah, lean towards Mercer. And for the total was, I had it 148.5. It's at 148.5. So no, lean towards Mercer, nothing on the total. Over in the Gonzaga game, we have that one lined right on point, so no real value there. And for Milwaukee, they're going up against Bowling Green today. That's a 2:30 game. I do not believe I have anything from that one. Yeah, I have Bowling Green -3 and a 145 in that game, so slight lean towards Bowling Green and 145, slight lean towards the under, but nothing going in that one for me. Plus 109 sounds nicer. Plus money, but it may stay off. Fair enough. Stars rolling at home. I like it. Why not? Why not? Draisaitl, anytime goal. I think he's an Oiler, so yeah, I don't mind that. Gotta roll. Flames are hot at the house. There you go. Even at -220, nice parlay stuffer. Yes, I don't mind putting those stuff up as a parlay, but I don't bet that straight up. Today you got the Laker game under. Don't mind that. I got the Knicks. You got the Blazers over. Don't mind that. I don't have anything in that game. You got Clippers -4.5. I got the under. You got Heat -9.5. I got the over. So there you go. Wizards and Nets killed your parlay. It happens. It happens. Today you like Indiana and St. John's. We'll go ahead and bring that up real quick. Indiana game, we like the over. So no real thought towards that. And then St. John's, you're going to lay them 26.5 points. We don't really, or whatever it is, we don't see value in that one. So I like the Indiana game over. No real opinion on that on the last one. Alabama and A&M and Butler over the 124. I believe that's one of the games that I did not get to because it was TBD to start today. So I'm going to have to go through and run through those games again. Because that was one of the games that I don't think I got to, unless I did. Let's see. Yeah, no, that was one of the TBD games. So I'm going to have to go through all those games and see which ones I missed and see if I can get any more spots. So I don't have any lines for that one. But that is everything for today. Quick slate, and it was just me, so a quick show. But before I jump into a recap, if you guys are new to the channel, like, comment, subscribe, share, do all that good stuff. We appreciate all the support. Check out all the links in the description below. Twitch, Twitter, Instagram, Discord, Facebook, Picks and Parleys, Premium Plays, and our merch, all linked down below. Speaking of Picks and Parleys, Craig just did his show earlier, a couple minutes before mine started. I'm live now. Higgs at 12 o'clock, Allie at 1:30. Be there for Last Woody Standing. Starts today, 1:30. I will personally have 2 plays because I nailed my my 3-team parlay from yesterday. So happy about that one. So make sure you guys are there for that. 1:30 for that. 6 o'clock for game time decision today. We'll be going over the hockey and basketball slate in terms of NBA, some injury reports and stuff like that. And then there'll be plenty of extra videos and free pick stuff. So make sure you guys stay tuned for all that stuff and subscribe to all 3 of the channels. But quick recap for the day, and I'm going to head on out. Small slate in the NBA. I like the over in that Miami game. I like the Knicks, and I like the under in that Dallas game. Nick for hockey will be on Tampa Bay minus 160, and he'll be on the Dallas Stars minus 105. And then the same totals as me. But that's going to wrap it up for today's video. Want to thank you guys all for watching. If you guys are new to the channel, like, comment, subscribe, share. Until next time, let's make some money. Let's cash some bets. We get college basketball, college football, NBA, and NHL today. Good luck, guys.